Okay guys, this video is just basically to show you what all is on the Fire Stick. I've had a lot of questions from people asking just how it works and what kind of content is on there. And I figured, a video would probably be the easiest way to show people. So pretty much you have a horizontal scroll bar. This is all your main categories: movies, music, TV shows, live TV, sports, kids, all add-ons. I'll go into that in a minute. You got your men's section, which is the adult stuff. Maintenance, important. You got to delete your cache I do it every time I close out, every time I shut the Fire Stick down. System is where you add programs, or they call them add-ons, where you add add-ons to Kodi. Power, obviously, you just quit. Favorites, these are programs that have a little bit of everything in them. Phoenix is a very good one. I'll go into that in a minute. Music, you got Pandora, iHeart, and YouTube. These are all your movie add-ons. I think there's like 15 or something. I'm not going to sit here and count them down, but the reason why I have so many is because you never know when one's going to go down, either for maintenance or just because the developer is not supporting them anymore. It doesn't happen a lot with the main ones. There is a major one going down right now, and that's called Genesis. Genesis is for the last year or so has been like the main add-on for Kodi. People have been selling Fire Sticks and Android boxes, and they just put Genesis on there in like maybe a couple other add-ons. Well, now the Genesis is going down. There's going to be a lot of angry people that spent $200 or more on these Android boxes, and now they're not going to have any way to get to the movies. So that's why I have so many on here. Once Genesis goes down, which it might be, a year from now, you just don't know, because it'll still be here, but he's not supporting it anymore. He's not updating it anymore, unless he changes his mind. If he changes his mind, good, great, it's on here, you don't have to do anything. Eventually, if he doesn't, or if somebody else doesn't pick it up, I'll do a video on how to delete it from here, but for right now I left it because most of the content on here still works. So I didn't want to delete it because it is a very good program. But on any of these other ones, you can find the same things you can find on Genesis, except it's not as pretty. Genesis, I'll go into Genesis to show you how nice it is. You have your you can change the way it looks too. Do icons. It has them categorized very nice. I'm going in theaters to show you like what is in there that's in theaters right now. I like viewed in icons. Okay, it's got Mockingjay, got Creed. Again, these are probably, a lot of these are going to be cams because they're still at the movies. But a lot of them, I mean, if it's up for an award, you can usually get a pretty good copy of it. Let's check the Peanuts out and see. Yeah, it's probably a cam, but some people don't mind it. I don't like watching cams. I'll wait for it to come out to where it's HD. Sometimes you can get an HD and they're still at the movies. It just depends. Most of the time in the movies, though, you're going to get a cam or... Yeah, see, these are cam. See, it says... basically, this is just where you're streaming it from. All of them are cams. So it's probably the same copy that, in just different places. So that's that. I mean, Genesis is a very good-looking program. Again, you're going to get the same content from all these other ones, except they're not as pretty. I mean, let's go to try this. This is supposed to be a good replacement for Genesis. So we'll go to HD movies. And again, it's just not as pretty. It's like plain, you know. You can change the way it looks. I mean, it's not completely ugly or nothing, but those are HD movies. They don't have in theaters. Oh yeah, they do cinema movies. They word it different. I mean, every program's different. It just depends on where the developer's from. I mean, let's see what kind of cinema movies he has in here. He's got Creed, Hunger Games. Again, they're going to be... Ant-Man's probably in HD. I watched that in HD already. In this program, you don't have to choose a link. I believe this program you don't have to choose a link. Some of these you don't have to choose. Like, it already starts automatically. My internet is slow. I'm not going to be able to play this right now because my internet is slow. I have two other TVs streaming right now, so I'll be lucky if this will play. Oh, there it is. It probably won't play for too long because my internet is slow to begin with. So if I got more than two TVs running, I got 10 megabits per second download. So, but anyway, I mean, they got all these good movies. Like I said, you get the same stuff that you get in Genesis, except it's a different program, you know, different way to get it. TV shows the same thing. Genesis was the best. I got all these other ones on here. You get the same exact stuff, except it's not as pretty as Genesis. And that's why I have redundancy on here, is because I know that Genesis is going down. This guy could go down tomorrow. This guy could go down the next day. This guy could go down 3 months from now. You know, it's just, I figured it'd be better for longevity for people to have more options. And I'm going to do videos, and because every day new stuff is coming out. There's really, this one just came out. This is supposed to be a good alternative to Genesis, and especially since Genesis is going away. There's going to be a lot of people developing programs to replace Genesis. So don't be discouraged just because Genesis is going away. This is probably the coolest thing about my Fire Stick. Most people, especially on Fire Sticks, you're not going to have this. Even most of the Android boxes out there are not going to have this. You have two working TV guides, and again, this is Kodi. It could last for the next year. It could last for the next 3 days. But this has been working for a while now. You have NFL Red Zone, NFL Sunday Ticket, which I didn't get to check out today because all the games were over. All the NBA League Pass, and this is all DirecTV here. NHL Center Ice. I'm going to click on it just so you can see. I'm not going to go into how to use this. I just want people to see what all is on there. And that authorization failed, that doesn't mean anything. You click on it again, it works.
It's good work by the Senators in the neutral zone.
Look at the quality. I mean, it's going to buffer when you first start it up, but again, my internet sucks, and I have two other TVs streaming right now. So
players always looking for that freebie.
Yeah, you got all the NHL games, you got all the NBA games, and you got all the NFL games. Like I said, I know the NBA works. I tried that earlier. The NFL I didn't get to try because all the games were over. But I just wanted to show you the NHL. It works. I mean, this is the package from DirecTV. you pay, I don't know how much you pay a month for it, but it's probably a lot. I'm going to try finding the Hawks because I know people are going to be, which, I mean, they got to be on here. I think they're playing tonight. I'm also not going to spend too much time looking for it, you know. That's not it. Again, the authorization failed means nothing. You just got to click on it again to get it. Okay, when's Chicago? I guess they're not playing tonight. Anyway, if the channel's not being used, it'll tell you the lineup here. I also believe you can go on DirecTV's website and look at the schedule, so you're not going to miss a game. If you're an NHL fan, if you're I don't know if they do the MLB when baseball season's going on, so I can't really comment on that, but I mean, you have NHL, you have NBA, and you have NFL on this program. You can find the MLB games other places, which I'll go into in a little bit, but this is all your pay-per-view movies. Like, you know, Comcast does the on-demand. You pay, like, I don't know if it's like $4 or something, but this is DirecTV's version. I believe you'll be able to get all the pay-per-view like sporting events on here. I'm not sure about that, but there's other places to get it, which I'll go into in a little bit too. But this is what's really cool. These are all DirecTV channels here, and they all work. So essentially, you're going to get all DirecTV channels for free. And you have a guide. So, I mean, they're not HD, but they're not bad quality either. As you can see, they're going to be worse on the video because my camera on my phone's not that good. But, and again, I'm not going to show you how to get it, how to work this program. That'll be a different video. That's why I'm clicking around a lot. But that authorization failed. All it's doing is it's finding a source, I guess. Again, I'm not going to go into like how it works. I'm just trying to show you what's on here. And all these channels work. I mean, I've yet to run into one that does not work. But I probably will on this video because I'm obviously trying to show you. Oh shit! I clicked the wrong thing. This is not going to work because I clicked on the wrong thing. So I'll go back on that one later and fix it. But it's very important that you click the first time you're using this program. Again, I wasn't trying to get into how to use it, but you have to click on the Elvis. I'll show you in a minute. Hence the word King. You know, it's the King Guide. Again, authorization failed doesn't mean it. You might have to click on it 2-3 times. Usually the third time works, sometimes the fourth time. See? Cartoon Network. So, that's the King Guide. Again, let me go back in there and just show you how many channels there are. There's BBC One, BBC Two, all the Sky channels, Comedy Central. And I'm just going to flip through here real quick. I mean, I believe there were... I don't want to speculate. There's a couple hundred channels just in here. This is just one of the things that I'm going to show you here. All your movie channels. You got Showtime, HBO, Cinemax, Stars, Sky, which I think Sky is like a UK, but it has English movies. I mean, it has American movies. I mean, oh, these are Sky Sports, I'm sorry. But it also has the Sky Movie channels. It has all the beIN Sports, so if you like soccer, I don't know a whole lot. Italian League soccer right here. Of course, ESPN. So it's not just US. I mean, it has other stuff too. But all this stuff works. I mean, MLB, let's try. Again, it's usually it's gonna, very rarely the first time you click on it is gonna work. It's kind of a pain, but if you're getting TV for free, you know, you can't really complain too much. And there you go. At least I'm not going to complain because I don't have cable, so this is like the best thing ever, you know. I got sick of paying I was paying $180 a month for internet, cable, and no, I was paying $220. I'm sorry, internet, cable, and phone. Which I have cell phones, so I didn't need the phone anymore, and they're going to charge me more to have just internet and TV. So I canceled all of it, you know, because it's these cable companies are just they're shysters, you know. They're just, they keep raising your every month. It's like it goes up. This is all free. You know, one time charge, and I do support it. It's not like if you buy it, you're stuck with it if something happens. You know, I'm going to support it. If I have to do a major upload or a major upgrade or something, I might charge a little bit, but I'm not. It's going to be significantly cheaper than having cable. And I mean, you can cancel your Netflix, you can cancel your DVR. There's no need for any of it. Cable, this is still, I just found this like 2 weeks ago. It's been working flawlessly since. I mean, except for the authors, but that's normal. I mean, it's not, every channel works. I already went on AMC anyway, but that's just one. I'm going to go into another one here. This one's called iView TV Guide. A lot of the channels are the same, but it pulls its channels from a different program. So say the people that run The King, which was the one I was just in, say they're doing an upgrade or an update or something, or they take it down to do some maintenance on it. You have this, which, I mean, it doesn't have the same channels, most of them. It doesn't have the, which kind of sucks, it doesn't have the NFL Sunday Ticket, and it doesn't have the NBA, and it doesn't have the NHL. But it has all the TV channels you're going to still get. I'm not going to go into this too much because I don't want to show you. I'm not trying to show you how to use the programs. I'm just trying to show you what's on it. This one pulls its channels from a different program. So if one program's down, you still have the other one. This one seems like it gets the authorization failed a little more than the King one, but if it says authorization failed, you know that the channel works. There are other things you have to do, which I might have to do that for this one, but usually if it takes more than 3 times, you have to do, okay, it worked after 3 times. But again, I'm not trying to show people how to use it right now, I'm just showing you what's on here. Reset iView is what I was talking about. Sometimes you have to reset it, which is a little process. I'm going to do a video on it. i4A TV, that's the program that iView draws from, or it accesses to get the channels. The iView TV Guide has 200, around 200 channels. I'm just going to say 200. I don't know exactly, but i4A TV, when it starts up, I'll show you how many channels it has. I'm going to go to all. It has them from all over the world too. So if you're from Mexico, you're Mexican, you get channels from Mexico. If you're Pakistani, you get channels from Pakistan. It has 896 channels. I've not ran into one that doesn't work. I mean, a lot of them, obviously, you're not going to understand, but it has everything you have right now, it has. If you have Comcast and this does have the NFL Sunday Ticket. It's just not linked to the guide. So you still, if the king goes down, you still have it. You just don't have it through the guide. So you have to come in here to access it. I'm going to access it just to show you.
Benefits of inversion without going beyond a 60-degree angle.
Okay, right now it's on a commercial, but you get the gist, right? So that's that. Dexter TV was the best. IPTV, which is, Internet Protocol Television, which is what all this is. That was the best program until these two. These two are phenomenal. That's every DirecTV channel there is. Dexter TV, probably, you'd be lucky if you got 50 channels. C Cloud's pretty good. You get a lot of channels. A lot of the channels are European. So you don't even know really what they are. There's a lot of, I guess there's a lot of Arabic, and again, there's a ton of channels. And two, if the DirecTV doesn't have it, it could be in here too. Like I said, I mean, every program has its own good parts, These are some other programs that have live TV. So without taking too long, sports. These all have sports. Okay? The best one is Sports Devil. I'm just clicking real quick just to show you. These are all the games that are being streamed right now. So if you can't find it in your live TV, it's going to be in here. Also, it has Family Guy too. Into the Badlands. I mean, they're adding more and more TV shows in here too, but which I don't like. I would rather just to focus on sports. But I mean, I'm not the developer, so that's their deal, Here you go. NHL games. You're not going to miss a game ever. I shouldn't say ever, because my cousin texted me today and said he was missing the Bears game, but that was because he doesn't have my new setup here. He doesn't have all the live TV stuff that I have on here. So sorry, guy. Sorry. But once you see this video, send me back your stick and I'll update it. But I mean, it's just amazing, all the stuff that's on here. I mean, it's for the price that you're going to get it for, the money you're going to save. It's just a no-brainer. I mean, it's just, I have a lot of time devoted to this, and this is better than any other. I mean, there's other people that sell these, but I'm not just saying it's because it's mine, but there's people that just put like 4 or 5 things on here and call it good. And here's, I'm going out of Kodi right now just to show you something. This, to me, is enough to buy it. Let me go back a minute. You got Chrome. I'm not putting Chrome on anymore because it seems like it slows it down. You got Facebook, you got Firefox, you got Facebook Messenger, this Mob Drawer here, that's a live TV app. If for some reason your TV guides go down, this is pretty good too. This has a lot of live TV channels. NES.emu. This is a original Nintendo emulator. You can play every Nintendo game ever made on here. And it has them loaded on the Fire Stick. You have 1090, which is every Nintendo game ever made is on here. So any game from your childhood, you remember that I want to play that. It's on here. And it's watching it now after playing like other video games. You know, they're kind of cheesy, but I spent like probably 2 hours playing. I don't remember which baseball game it was, but it has them all. I mean, any game you remember from your childhood, it's on here. Top Gun. And not that I've tried them all, but they all work. I mean, there might be one or two on here. All the main ones work. I went through and checked them. But the only problem with this is you have to have it's like, I think it's 30 or 40 bucks. You got to buy the remote from Amazon. But I mean, shit, if you want to, if you want to play the Nintendo games, I mean, it's worth 40 bucks just to buy the remote, you know. If you want me to get the remote, you know, if you buy a Fire Stick from me and you want the remote with it, I'll order the remote for you. I'm not going to charge you any extra for the remote. But yeah, here there's 1090 games on here. Right now I'm working on a Sega emulator. So hopefully I can get some Sega games on here. I was trying to do an Atari emulator, so hopefully we can get some Atari games on here. I can only fit so much stuff on here, though. You know, it's only the hard drive on here is 8 gigabytes, and I believe I have 3 taken up right now. Let me see. About. That's not showing up. Oh, there we go. So I got half of it's taken up right now. So I mean, I got 3. I don't want to take up the whole hard drive, but I'll be adding some more stuff on here. But anyway, if you have any questions, just let me know. Thanks for watching, and let me know if you want one.